What's happening, everybody? How's it going? Hey, Magdalena, what's up? I see Alexis. I see Dr. Bruce's office. So much fun. Hey, everyone, if you have the ability, throw your camera on so I can see who I'm looking at, who I'm talking to. And in the chat, if you can, type where you guys are tuning in from. I see Dr. Bruce out in Pennsylvania, Magdalena in Binghamton. What's up, girls? Long time no see. Awesome. All right. We're going to get started in just a minute. I know we have a few other parties that are trying to get dialed in. Hang on one sec. See if there's still enough light that way. I'm going to flip myself around here. All right. Have you guys gotten to try some different flavors? You guys having fun? I see a thumbs up. Awesome. Awesome. My 5-year-old's having a little bit of a fit. She's not happy with my wife right now. But that's how it goes, right? What's up, Alexis? Good to see ya. Hey, Emily. Oh, there's Becca. What's up, Becca? Looks like she's frozen. Raymond's on. All right. Well, we're going to go ahead and get started. My name is Nick Martinez. First of all, welcome. Really excited for you guys to be on for our virtual Keto Life Party. What's amazing about this product and this community and this company is the magical white powder within this packet, which hopefully you've gotten to experience tonight and you've gotten to try some different flavors, is truly impacting and changing lives throughout the United States, throughout the world. And it's incredible just to hear the stories, right? For those of you that don't know me, I live out in Minnesota. I have 2 little girls. One is 8, Callie. She just went with my wife to a soccer game. She's 8 and she's getting to go watch a high school soccer game. She's really excited, her first time ever. My 5-year-old is running around somewhere. Hopefully she doesn't make too much noise. She's a little bit upset because mom left her with me instead of taking her with. But that's how it goes. So I've been drinking this stuff and sharing it now for the last 5 years. Used to be a full-time airline pilot with Delta Connection. And out of the blue, 6 years ago, I got a call from a friend saying, Nick, what do you know about ketones and ketosis? At the time, I didn't know anything. I was not the Keto Dan on Facebook. I had never drank ketones. In fact, this was like one of the it was like the second month that people actually had the opportunity to drink this stuff. And all I knew was I saw a video that explained it. It talked about having energy. It talked about having laser focus. It talked about gaining muscle, and it talked about burning fat. And I was intrigued because at the time I was tired all the time. I didn't have a ton of energy. I'd come home from my trips. My 8-year-old was actually 2. I'd watch her from my napping position on the floor. And it was just kind of our routine, right? I'd go to work. I'd work 4 or 5 days, be super tired, get not a lot of sleep, come home, try to catch up, and I do it again, and I do it again, and I do it again. And I just got used to it. It was the status quo for me. But my 2-year-old who I was watching on my days off was just, she had way more energy than I did. So in walks ketones. I decide to listen to my friend. I start drinking it and I start sharing it. And next thing I know, instead of coming home from my trips dead to the world, I came home from my trips and I had energy, right? I was chasing her around the house. I was excited to the point where my wife comes home and looks at me, looks at the kid, looks at me, looks at Callie, and is like, what's gotten into you? Like, why do you have all this energy? And really the only thing that has changed was the fact that I had started to drink ketones and I had shifted the fuel source of my brain and my body. So hopefully tonight you've already gotten a chance to sample these. You've gotten a chance to try them, experience them, maybe even learn a little bit more about them. I'm excited to share a little bit more about how this works and why, and answer any questions that you guys have. But before that, I'd love to hear from Coach Rebecca. We have Rebecca on tonight. She's just going to share a little bit about how ketones have impacted her and the journey that she's been on using this product. So what's up, Rebecca? How's it going?
Hey, what's going on? Look, I got all these fun little things here going on. I am super fired up to be here with everyone in all of your houses with you. This is so much fun. And that's what I love most about this is that we get to have so much fun together. I'm Coach Rebecca. I live in New Hampshire, so I loved seeing the different places that you're plugging in from. I'm up here in New Hampshire, and I started drinking ketones in November of 2018. However, I drank my first packet in February of 2018, and my background is in fitness and in nutrition, so I knew how hard it was to get into ketosis. So when somebody flew across the country, they cared enough about me to fly all the way across the country and pour one of these into a bottle for me and have me drink it. I still said, there's no way that's too good to be true. But then I watched his journey for 8 months before I said, okay, something's going on. His body's changed, his mindset's changed, his mood has changed, everything has changed about him, and it's all better. So finally, I said yes to drinking them every single day in 2018 at the end of it. But more importantly, I said yes to sharing this conversation with other people. And so I grabbed a whole group of people to start drinking these with me in the first month that I was drinking them. And I was watching people's lives change. I was watching fat melt off of them. I was watching their mood be better. I was watching them be able to show up and participate in their families' lives. And I realized for me, what it did for me was I was a slave to dieting. Anybody else like yo-yo dieting, slave to dieting? I was a slave to it. I tracked, weighed, logged everything that I ate. I didn't eat pizza for 3 years. I sniffed donuts and put them back in the box. That's how strict I was and restricted. And what this has done for me is it's given me the ability to enjoy my life again, to live again, to be able to have a slice of pizza and not feel guilty about it, because I'm able to get into ketosis. I'm able to use fat as fuel. And I just feel great about it, right? My body feels great. My mind feels great. I drink them every morning, and it feels like a windshield wiper went off in my brain. It's lit up. I'm able to focus. And so it's got me so excited that I get to share here tonight with all of you.
I love it. I love it. So you heard all the benefits Becca's talking about. And at the end of the day, the reason that the same product that helps you have energy and feel better is the same product that actually helps you gain muscle, is the same product that actually helps you burn fat, and is the same product that helps you get better sleep. And I remember one of my first questions is like, okay, why is this even possible? If it's too good to be true, it probably is. And I'm standing here today, 6 years later, and thousands of stories later. And I'll tell you, it's not too good to be true. It actually works. And I'm going to tell you exactly why that is and how just fundamental this is to your own health. But I had an opportunity this last 2 weeks to just travel around some different areas. I see where it says Cody Lewandowski and a whole bunch of people there. I was at their house. I was up with Coach Rebecca in New Hampshire. I was actually with Magdalena, who's on here, in Binghamton, New York. I was with Lori Hart in Boston. And then I was down in Texas as well. And everywhere I went, I heard stories of people saying, oh my gosh, Nick, my life is completely different. You don't understand. Just 3 months ago, I was, and now I am. Or, oh my goodness, Nick, I've been drinking this now for a year. I'm 80 pounds lighter, but you got to hear how much better I feel. I have energy. I have focus. I'm sleeping. I'm more present for my family. And it's fun after you're in room after room after room and you hear story after story after story. You're just like, okay, this isn't too good to be true. It actually does what it says it does. For some reason, when I got started, I heard one story. It was my friend's. He said, Nick, I drank a pack and I felt great. And he said, I know what ketosis is. I know the benefits of getting into it. We should do this. And for some reason, I went out on a limb and said, okay, what the heck? Let's see what happens. I put my skepticism aside and figured, well, if it does what he says it does, this is going to be amazing. If he doesn't, well, we're going to maybe waste a little time, waste a little money. But I'll tell you, we didn't do either of those. In fact, we did the complete opposite. So if you're new to this, here's what happens when you drink ketones. You're allowing your body to run on its other fuel source. So our body is like a hybrid car. Raise your hand if you have a gasoline-driven car. If your car just runs on gas. There we go. Raise your hand if you have a hybrid car. No, you're just like 90% of America, 99% of America right now. We're running only, and Canada, running only on gasoline, right? We're not tapping into our electrical fuel source, which is our battery. So your body is designed to run on 2 fuel sources, but we as standard American people and as just people living in this century only run on 1. We run on carbs and sugar. We run on glucose. which fuels our brain, fuels our muscles, but honestly, it does a pretty poor job of it. It's not as efficient as it could be, right? Our body is like a hybrid car. What does that mean? It has a second fuel source. We call them ketones. When you metabolize fat, when you break down fat, you're able to utilize that fuel source, right? And like a Prius, you can go gas or electric. You can use both. You don't just have to use the gas. We're all driving around our body, which is a Prius, except our Prius is broken. We're not tapping into that battery. So here's the reason that this works so well. When you drink it, you get such great results. It's because you're allowing your body to operate on two fuel sources instead of just one. So ketones carry more oxygen to the cells than glucose. Instantly, you start having more energy. A lot of people will notice they just feel a little bit more alert, a little bit more alive, and they have a little bit more drive. It's not like a jittery, crazy caffeine energy. It's just a, hey, I'm ready to get up and go. Other people notice that they're just not as hungry, right? So because your brain is fed, meaning it's using ketones for fuel, your brain's not craving carbs and sugar. You're not having a blood sugar crash. In fact, it stabilizes your blood sugar, which makes you say, oh, I don't need that donut. Instead of having to sniff it, you just look at it. I've never met somebody that says, I sniffed donuts and put them back. I usually would sniff a donut and then I would eat it, Rebecca. I mean, that takes some willpower right there. This you can think of as will powder, because when you drink it, all of a sudden you just have the willpower to do more things, right? The number of people that told me, I drank it, Nick, and a switch flipped in my brain where I was no longer craving XYZ. I just heard a story today. This guy used to drink 6 Mountain Dews a day and knew that it was killing him. He went to his doctor. The doctor said, your numbers are way out of whack. You have awful like diabetes. You have all these different challenges. And like the doctor's like, you're going to die if you continue this path. Well, what did he do? He started to drink ketones. And because it fueled his brain, he literally flipped his life around. He stopped drinking Mountain Dew almost instantly. He started to eat completely different. He'd been told many times that he should do that, but instead he just switched the flipped the switch in his brain. So if you think about this, when you drink ketones, you're fueling your brain, you're fueling your muscles on a better fuel source, which allows you to operate at a higher level, which will allow you to think more clearly, which will allow you to retain and gain muscle and just operate as a better human. As a result, amazing things happen, right? As a result, people are dropping crazy amounts of body fat. People are adding and maintaining muscle. People are sleeping better at night. They have a bigger smile on their face, and it just works. So one of the questions I get a lot is, when do I drink this and how? Coach Rebecca, why don't you share with us kind of, I don't know, what if you were starting a brand new person and saying, hey, I'm excited for you to do this, what would you tell them as far as when to drink and how to drink it, so on and so forth?
Awesome. It's super simple, you guys. It's really, really simple. So what I tell everyone is that you can start off with 1 packet a day, or you can maximize your experience by drinking 2 packets every day, right? So they usually keep your body in ketosis for like 4 to 6 hours. So if you drink 1 in the morning and 1 in the afternoon, you'll get the entire day in ketosis. I always say, wake up first thing in the morning and drink water. Drink a big cup of water to hydrate yourself, because as we're drinking, or as we're sleeping rather, your body isn't getting the water that it needs. So you need to drink water for the brain, for the body, and then put some ketones in a shaker bottle. I say 22 to 32 ounces of water, shake it up and drink it over like 20 minutes or so, 20 to 30 minutes. And pay attention after those 20 to 30 minutes, as you go throughout the rest of that hour, pay attention to what happens, right? Pay attention to your focus, to your mood, to your energy. Pay attention to your mental clarity. I'm telling you, for me, that's what it does in the morning. It just totally takes away the brain fog for me. And then I say, don't eat until you're hungry. Listen to your body, right? Listen to your body. Let the ketones be your fuel. Let them work in your body. And then when you get hungry, have a low carb option, right? Choose a low carb meal for your first meal. And then after that, again, in the afternoon, you're going to have your second serving of ketones, right? You're going to drink that second serving of ketones, and you're going to, again, wait until you're hungry to eat a low carb dinner. So it's really, really simple, really easy. I also say the only way that you can do it wrong is by not drinking them. So just put the ketones in the shaker cup, shake it up and drink it, and listen to your body. Really pay attention to what your body's saying that it wants or needs. You just heard there's a switch that flips. When you start fueling your body with ketones, a switch flips and you want to choose better options, right? So maybe you would have chose, a sandwich with all the bread and everything for lunch, but you're not feeling like you need that much food. So you can choose a salad or something smaller for that meal. So really listen to your body and pay attention to all of the benefits, right? Not just your appetite, but how your mind is working and all of that as well.
I love it. It's simple, right? That's the neat thing about this. It's not a diet. It's not a thing that you have to do a certain way. It's not a one size fits all. It's a drink ketones and then allow your body to function at a higher level. So if you guys have questions, type them in the chat or come off mute and you can ask them. I'd love to answer any questions that are out there. So if you do have any questions and you're in a group setting there, maybe have somebody either speak up or whoever's got the phone or in control of the Zoom, have them type them in the chat. One thing that I want to chat about real quick is a great option to start right now, and it's our triple treat challenge. I know it's a mouthful. Triple treat challenge. Try to say that 10 times fast. Triple treat challenge. I've been practicing all day, and it's finally rolling off my tongue. But think about this: instead of falling back when we go into fall, let's fall into fit, and let's do the triple treat challenge. So what is it? It's an amazing kind of triple threat. It's kind of basically you're going to drink ketones like we've been talking about. You're going to get our drink ketones challenge. This is the best way to start as a customer. You're going to get 20 servings of our ketones. You're going to get 5 different flavors and a variety of caffeine free. So you're going to get heart tart, you're going to get splash, lime thyme, raspberry lemonade, strawberry peach. Really, really good options, our best flavors. And it's going to come with a path to follow. Now, it's not just on the box. There's actually a guide as well that you get digitally. You also get access to our kind of private Facebook community where you're going to hear from coaches that are going to help you through this and really help you just take October by storm. And then you're also going to get our 24 fast. And what this is a 24-hour program that mimics fasting that will allow you to go out without food, believe it or not, for 24 hours. And it's really simple. It comes with ketones, comes with bone broth, comes with electrolytes. It comes with an ingredient in here that helps with DNA repair. And basically, we're giving you the resources to allow your digestive system to take a break, right? And allow your body, instead of sending all the energy here, to go and repair and rejuvenate and just take care of itself. And then from there, you're basically continuing this challenge. So it's really neat how these the triple treats come together because as you're doing the challenge, then we're going to end it with our Keto Reboot. And this really accelerates results. It really helps people go to the next level. Because after doing this over the course of 10 days, you're in a state where your body's just thriving. Your body's like, hey, I'm in a good spot, and you're ready to go next level. This is a 60-hour program that mimics fasting. It's not actually fasting without anything or with just water. You actually get to fast with ketones, with bone broth, with electrolytes, and with Signal OS, which helps with DNA repair. You put that combination together, and you're unstoppable, right? Usually people say, I can't do that. I've never gone more than a day without food. How could I go 60 hours? Believe it or not, when you fuel your brain and when you stabilize your blood sugar, like magical things start to happen. You start to realize, hey, I've got all the food I need. I got the fuel I need on my body. We help you make that transition into what we call ketogenesis, where you're metabolizing body fat for fuel. And as you come out of that, like you're going to be in a spot where you're charging forward. You've created great habits. You probably have way more energy than you started with. You'll probably be sleeping a lot better. You most likely have dropped a considerable amount of like inches, right? And you're feeling good and ready to charge forward into the holidays. So I'm really excited about this. All you got to do is get whoever invited you's link. If you're already a customer, you just log into your account. You'll see this option as the triple treat challenge. Add it to your cart, check out, and you'll be good to go. The other option that we have for getting started right now is our $1 Keto Club promotion. And it's a really amazing promotion. It goes through the end of the month here in September, so it's only available for a couple more days. Essentially, though, it gives you the ability to join our community as a promoter, just like whoever invited you to their house. For $1, when you grab our Max Brand Builder Pick, which you're going to get at 40% off. And that gives you 10 boxes of ketones, 5 different flavors, 2 boxes of each. And at the same time, you're getting our membership, our promoter membership for just $1. which allows you just to get started in sharing this. Because initially when I got started, I'm like, hey, my mom needs this, my dad needs this, my sister needs this, all of whom are still drinking this today. And at the same time, I was in the cockpit flying, and a lot of guys were asking me, what's in your shaker bottle? Like, what are you drinking over there? Next thing I knew, I became the keto crack dealer because I was delivering white magical powder to pilots' V files. They were delivering me, envelopes full of cash. And they were feeling great. They had energy. They had the fuel that they needed to basically thrive in the environment they were instead of just survive. So if that interests you, if you're thinking right now, man, I'd love to join this community, man, I'd love to not just get my ketones for free, but I'd love to earn some rewards with this, be part of an amazing group of people, and create a really cool business in the process, which could be a very, very big business if you want it to be. Talk to your host and just say, hey, tell me more about this Dollar Keto Club. We'll get your questions answered and help you get rolling. So Coach Rebecca, any final thoughts? If you guys do have questions, please type them in the chat. We'll be sure to answer them. Any final thoughts though, Rebecca, before we sign off?
The only thought that I have is I just always like to mention that the only thing I regret, Nick, is not starting sooner. I told you my story is that I watched for 8 months before I said yes, and it's changed my life completely. So don't be me. Don't make my mistakes. I did it for you. Say yes tonight because I wish I had started sooner. So
awesome. Well, hey, appreciate y'all being on. I hope you guys are all having a lot of fun wherever you are. Be sure to drink up all the ketones. Don't let those things go to waste. I know you probably have 3, 4, 5 flavors out in front of you. If you do, suck a few more down, enjoy the experience, and know this, like we were designed to run on 2 fuel sources. This is a solution to allow you to be in ketosis whenever you want, on demand, and it absolutely works. So thank you so much, guys. Good to see all your faces. Have a good rest of your night. We'll talk to you soon.